What's up, y'all? Shellitronnn here, and today I'm doing something I have not done on this channel before. I'm actually going to break down one of the biggest plays of the game between the Panthers and the Browns that just happened yesterday. And this is a play that I think both sides of the ball, both fan bases can agree, was a pretty big, and honestly, whether you liked it or not, was a pretty impressive play. I think there's probably some differing of opinions on how this play came to be, but I think after I break this down, we'll start to see just how impressive of an offensive play call it was. And we'll see just how much of blame we can put on the defense on this one. There's a lot of things going into this play, so let's go and get into it. We see off the bat, first thing to notice here is the bottom of the screen. It's 3rd and 17 in the second quarter, and we all know after watching the game that 3rd and longs in the first half was basically a first down or touchdown for the Browns. So we know how this play is going to turn out. I'm going to play this at full speed for the first time, and we're going to go and look at it in slow-mo to break down the play here. Let's go ahead and watch it. What do you see in this play? On your first watch here, what do you see? Baker rolls out, long bomb, boom. Jarvis Landry gets a touchdown right there. Between two players, does a little dance, one. Let's break down this play from what we see right here. I'm going to bring it down to 0.25 speed. I want to see it all. So what do we see here on offense? First, we see 5 down linemen, a lone wide receiver up top of the field, a player in the flex right here, one running back in the backfield with them, and we see 2 receivers stacked right here. I'm not sure who the outside receivers are. I don't know exactly who they were in this play, but I do know white socks right here is Jarvis Landry. What do we see from the defense? 4 down linemen. We see Thomas Davis Sr. hovering over the defensive line. Watch this. Takes one more step. The ball snapped. Thomas Davis Sr. is hovering the line, making it look like he's blitzing. All right, what else do we see here? We see Dante Jackson up top, looking like he's on an island with his corner, but maybe getting some help right here from Mike Adams, most likely. Luke Kuechly's right here in the middle of the field, playing pretty deep. He's playing about 10, 11 yards off the line of scrimmage. We see Captain Munderland. I'm going to assume this is Captain Munderland, not Corn Elder or anyone else playing in the nickel. We see James Bradbury right here, and kind of confusingly, there's only one player playing the sticks, and this is Eric Reed on this play. He is the only player actually on the sticks, so we'll see how that works out for us. And this is interesting for a number of reasons. This is a play where the offense and the defense have to read what each other are doing, and you think that on every single play, but this is a game of chess right here where you really, really have to appreciate the play calling on both sides. Look at this snap. We'll stop it right about here. What do you notice right here? What do you notice? The first thing you may notice is how clean of a pocket this is. Look at this pocket. Look at this pocket. It looks like he's coming in free right here, but just look how clean this is, even if he wanted to roll to the right. Just look how clean this pocket is. Really great blocking up front. It's a 4-man rush with 5 men blocking. It looks interesting. But wait a second. 4-man rush with 5 men blocking, that's only 5 men on the line. But how did this flanker get out like this? Why are these players already down the field, but the player who was in the flex, why is he only just now getting off the line of scrimmage? Watch it again. Watch Julius Peppers right here. The play starts. The player in the flex gets a nudge, a quick little block on Julius Peppers. Make sure he doesn't get a direct shot or a one-on-one block coverage to get to Baker Mayfield. Gets a quick little block, and then he gets met by the lineman. So we see 2 things here. The offense read this play. They had to read the defense first to understand what was going on. Like I said, there was the flanker, the guy in the flex, and there's a running back here. They have to read who's coming in. If we see that, obviously, Julius Peppers is going to come in on the blitz, so he's going to get a little nudge on him, but also the running back's job is to read what Thomas Davis Sr. is going to do. If Thomas Davis Sr. doesn't back off of his blitz, then that's going to be his blocking assignment. The fact of the matter is, Thomas Davis Sr. fakes the blitz, bluff blitzes, drops back into coverage, which lets the running back know, okay, no one's coming in. I see there's really good blocking going on up front. I can sneak out the backfield, and both him and the flanker. This is what's really amazing about this play call right here. He gets a little nudge on Julius Peppers, and the running back reads, there's no one coming in. We have really good blocking right here. I can lead the backfield too. They're both ready at the same position, at the same kind of spot on the field to make their routes, make their plays at the same exact time. Back to the play right here. We see Dante Jackson alone up top by himself. 2 players right here. One is Jarvis Landry. Like I said, don't remember who this is right here. Look at Jarvis Landry's route. It looks like at first he's trying to fake the 2, roll to the 8, and that means he's going to pretend like he's running a slant route across the field, but then actually turn up and then go to the post. But after watching it a few more times, I don't think his plan was to even try to get the defense to think he was running a slant route. It's 3rd and 17. He's not going to be the decoy on a 3rd and 17. It looks to me, watch what he does. He rolls up as soon as he gets to the seam of the defense. It looks like what they wanted to do for the Browns, they wanted to get Jarvis Landry on a route that would have him running up the seams without actually having to line him up in the seams. And that's really good because it puts them in a position to actually block and get a bump right here off the edge. 3 DBs on this one side for these 3 receivers, being 2 wide receivers and this guy in the flex. But more than likely, the guy in the flex isn't going to the right side of the field, or if he is, he's probably going to the flat. More than likely, he's going to be sitting here in the middle of the zone to take away Luke Kuechly and maybe even Thomas Davis Sr. after he comes out into coverage. But more than likely, Thomas Davis Sr.'s assignment is, as we see Donte Jackson playing so far back, and this player is probably going deep since it's a 3rd and long situation, we're probably thinking and looking at Thomas Davis Sr. playing the running back, or just going out here in the flat on the right side of the field, making sure nothing really happens out here. That's probably what his assignment is. Watch this lower receiver here. He goes 6 yards up the field and then breaks to the outside. What does this do? This makes sure that there are 2 players on him. He has a short route. There's going to be no help from the opposite side. If he was to go deep, that would probably take away Eric Reed. That would also mean that Captain Munderland would have a chance to go deeper down the field and make a play down there. But what we see is he has a shallow route that has him going up 6 yards, breaking toward the outside on a kind of a short corner route, and it pulls both James Bradberry and Captain Munderland here. Now, right here, is this maybe a block in the back? Watch this left part of the field right here. Clean block there. Gets past it. Is that a block in the back or a block in the shoulder? I think that's a block in the shoulder pad. You see his left hand is actually on the front of the jersey. I don't think that's a block in the back. I think someone commented that was a block in the back. I wasn't sure at the time. His left shoulder gets pushed backwards, which means he's getting pushed from the front. What we see here, though, is, look, Thomas Davis Sr. has to take care of the running back. This guy who's in the flex is playing in the middle of the field, which is where Luke Kuechly is. So right now, we see just how many players are out of the play. So we see that the running back who's here takes care of Thomas Davis Sr. The guy playing the flex position is taking out Luke Kuechly. And the guy wide right is taking out James Bradberry and Captain Munderland. So what do we see here? A one-on-one with Donte Jackson, and then we see a deep route here from Jarvis Landry. We'll come to the bottom part of the play. Clean block. Baker Mayfield has such good... I mean, he's just aware of what's happening here. Pass the ball once. Pats it twice. Quick little pump fake. Not really a pump. Just pass the ball. Very important part of the play right here. At first, I thought this was double coverage from Eric Reed and Donte Jackson, but you can clearly see that Donte Jackson was obviously playing this wide receiver right here. He was not playing on Jarvis. He leaves his man, goes to help Eric Reed. Baker Mayfield puts this ball in a spot that only Jarvis Landry can get to. Eric Reed's playing the safety coming off the backside. That wasn't really his primary position there. I think he was really supposed to be back there and looking for the wide receiver on the right side of the field. If they were going to go ahead and go deep on the right side, he was going to give help over the top to James Bradberry and Captain Munderland. But we see Mike Adams. I think it might be Mike Adams actually. Might have fallen down the play, and that's actually very important that I mention as well. Watch how this play develops. We see, like I said, there's only one player playing the sticks. That's one of our safeties. Mike Adams is only 11 yards off the line of scrimmage with 6 yards behind him for the yard to gain. And look at when his first step backwards is. Obviously, when you're playing a defensive back on a long distance kind of situation, your first step should always be back. Even if it's a play action call, you always want your first step to be backwards so you don't get caught stepping forward and then going against your momentum and having to regain speed. Mike Adams' first step backwards isn't until Donte Jackson is even with him and this man's about 5-6 yards away from him. But if your job is to give help over the top, why is your first step backwards right when the man you're supposed to be helping over the top is even with you? And if you look at it, keep watching. Donte Jackson is actually further up the field than the men who's supposed to give him help over the top. There is no help in this one-on-one right here. Now, even if this player right here, even if this is Jarvis Landry, he comes across right here, maybe Mike Adams thinks, what if Jarvis Landry comes across right here and comes into my zone right here, comes and breaks outside? That is okay. You have 2 players in front of that. You can probably make that tackle. He's still about 7 yards away from getting to the yard to gain line. Your primary position right here, primary responsibility, is to help Dante over the top, because if he gets beat, that's a touchdown. And what we see here is that it ends up being a touchdown, not to Dante's man. One more. See, this to me shows a real lack of focus as to what's going on and what the situation is. I believe that Mike Adams falls down because he's trying to run too hard and run too fast to catch up to where he should have been in the first place, and that's giving help over the top. He got caught looking inside. He got caught looking and wondering if Jarvis Landry was going to break to the inside, but his real position was to stay backwards and stay behind Dante Jackson. We see that even when he falls, he's still behind where Dante is. He's still behind where Dante is. If he had been playing above, on top of where Dante is, he would probably be in a better position to cut off this route from Jarvis Landry. And obviously, Eric Reid is chasing from behind, and Jarvis Landry is one of the best slot receivers in the league at this very moment. So it's kind of hard to tell a safety to keep up with a really elite slot receiver, especially when he's coming across your body, especially when he's going the opposite direction, and your primary job was to watch for the over the top on the right side of the field. He came over to help, but this really should have been Mike Adams' job. And this pass from Baker is just dropped down in a position where only his man can get it. Dante has no chance of getting this ball. He's moving so fast, coming across his body, and he ends up being shallow anyway because his body is turned. He can't really watch the ball come down. Eric Reid's kind of behind. He's in a good spot, but this is just a supremely well-thrown ball that really Mike Adams should have had a chance to get. Let's watch it one more time. Ball's coming in. Mike Adams falls about 5 yards short of where his man is. We see Dante Jackson trying to come up, trying to make a play here. He's looking back, puts his hand up, but this ball is coming over the top. He's not going to make a play on this ball. Eric Reid is looking like he's in a good position, but look how this ball just drops in right in front of Jarvis Landry. It drops in right in front of Jarvis Landry, and there's just no chance for anyone to get this ball. But this all really starts with Mike Adams not moving backwards until after the man he's helping up top is already past him. This makes no sense to me. Why is Mike Adams playing so shallow? You're the safety. You're playing what Luke Kuechly's supposed to be playing right here. Receiver's already help right here on the inside. Luke's already playing this man right here. If he comes inside, that's Luke's position. If this flanker guy is coming up the field, it's either going to be TD's, or if Jarvis comes past, then that's going to be either your position or whoever's playing on the inside right here, Captain Munderland, provided that this receiver is going to stop right here. Your position is to always help out deeper here. There's just no reason to even defend this 40-yard line when there's 7-8 more yards to gain. Your first step should have been backwards and not already when Dante Jackson was on top of you and even past you. This positioning right here is like being at a bar with your friends. You go into the bathroom, you come out of the bathroom, and you look and you see your designated driver taking shots. Your first thought is, what is this guy doing? And your second thought is, what is going to happen to me here in the near future? Baker Mayfield recognizes it, sees it happening, and he says, okay, there's no help over the top. His man's beat. I see Jarvis Landry is being chased by a man who wasn't even on the same side of the field as him. There's no real help. Falls, out of position, chasing, right in the breadbasket for a touchdown. At first, I thought this was a bad play by Eric Reid and Dante Jackson in double coverage. After slowing it down and looking at it, I really do believe this is a problem on Mike Adams' end. He did not play the right way on this play, and it ended up costing the team. Let me know what your thoughts are. What did you see? Am I wrong on this? I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for watching.